Hello Hattrickers, welcome to episode 92 of Let's Play Hattrick in San Marino with Intercalvaheo. This week we start out with a bit of transfer news as we did transfer Bogdan Turlov to Grabana BK. We sold him for 440,000 euros. That means that we made a profit of roughly 200,000 euros. Earning 200,000 euros over the span of 9 weeks is perhaps a little less than you would expect while training for profit in a cycle or in general, but this is a downside for choosing to do a short stint of passing for Senotti's under 21's chances. That's how it is. We chose to swap to passing for a short while to do this, and then we'll have to live with less of a profit. In the senior training department, we did see nice pops for Igor Becker, popping from formidable to outstanding passing, Francioni from solid to excellent, as well as the profit players Kosa, Kotatko and Kudert. Kudert from passable to solid, Kotatko as well from passable to solid, Kosa from excellent to formidable. Hopefully that will help the transfer value just a bit for now. But let's take a look at the sheet. We have 3 players balancing around the edge of 2100 HGMS 28. Right now that's Belgigano, Zanotti and Francioni. Being in that threshold certainly gives us indications that these players are really talented. Camallini will be beyond 2000 once he pops again. Do also note that Francioni popped to inadequate XP here, and it's marked right there, as well as the pops in passing for Francioni and Becker being marked here already. I also want to provide a financial overview here because we are very close to being able to tell the final result for this season, and it looks like we are around 2.3 million euros in the plus when excluding the transfer figures for the coming season. So all in all, being at 14.5 million euros for next season, which is pretty good. The figure here for other revenue for week 16 is based on finishing third in the table and the yearly fan membership fees. I also made an update to an overview of all the assets in the club to see how the overall health is financially for the cycle. So the funds are adjusted to the end of the season right now. So all the transfer compares of profit players and core players have been updated here. Do note that the core players are not really that important when it comes to looking over our financial situation, but having increasing values does show us that our players are improving in general. It is about time we look at selling Kotatko. With the new change in the financial director and the return rate of money from the board reserves to the liquid funds for all clubs, I do want to see if I can increase the profit on Kotatko by trying to sell him in the beginning of next season, because I am thinking that the market will start to gain a bit more temperature with this money being pumped back into the liquid money for more active teams. But we'll see. So a few of the players I'm trying to sell right now, some of them come the start of next season. A way we always hope to increase the financial situation of the club is by having good young players in the academy. So let's see if there's anything nice from the academy this week. We do see 2 15-year-olds. Overall 5. Wow, this is a tough one. I'll be honest. High playmaking. Ooh. You know, the base level of 5 playmaking is preferable, I think. Pierluigi Protti, 15 years old. Let's select this guy and recruit him right away. Oh, but he's almost 16. Okay, not pure happiness from such a point of view, but still potentially a good youngster here. Hopefully he'll have a spec as well. We'll have to try him out in the next coming youth match, and we are training scoring at the moment. I think we'll just load the last lineup we used. Yeah, let's just stick him up front with Pelagioni instead of Pelagioni. Protti, send orders, back to match. Excellent. Let's also take a quick look at the youth training this week, because we did actually see Sergio Malpelli improving his scoring to solid. So he's looking pretty good. And I'm thinking that in the next friendly we'll be looking at finding his playmaking potential. Before we look at the Sunday league match, I want to give you guys an update on how the Under 21's World Cup actually went for San Marino and Denmark. And looking at Group D here, you'll see that both San Marino and Denmark actually got knocked out. 0 points for Denmark and 4 points for San Marino in the group. So it meant Portugal and India went on through to the 5th round. Let's take a look how they got paired up in their respective groups. Portugal and India in the same group, Group A, along with Finland and Israel. And in Group B, we have Uganda, Bangladesh, Holland and Italia. Now, we're not really gonna follow the rest of this series, but perhaps we will take a look to see who won the World Cup at the end of the season. Sunday evening, it was indeed time for a bit of revenge against the unknowns and the manager Steenhøj. But unfortunately, and I feel like this is a scenario I've seen before, We had one good side here, a horrible injury for Igor Becker, and all of the chances on the right side. So, unfortunately for us, 0-0, a deadlock unbroken against the unknowns, leaves us in third place in the league, 3 points ahead of Ladendicht. And we'll have to be atrocious in order to give away the third place, but we really want to end on a good note, I'd say, so hopefully we can win against Ladendicht. In the run for the top scorer award, we are still in with a shout. We have 5 players on 8 goals now, but Trastjoli could steal it if he can score a few goals in the final round of the season. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for this episode. I hope you have a great week in Hattrick. Take care. Bye.